farm himself for probably the past decade or so because he was too old. But he was renting it out. But he did the farm his whole life.
Yep. Not that that matters. I was just curious.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it just would have to be more of me doing my own research, listening to you, Chris, um, and just listening more. I would suppose, but and I could also see like in my years past the culture switch, like when you're driving around on back 2-lane roads and you put up your two fingers, like just waving that, that used to be a big thing. People don't even do that anymore now. It's like Iowa is not nice.
Yeah, and like I think that's because of like the cultural change in terms of how people view character. Like that used to be such an important thing when I grew up. But yeah, that all right. Well, I'm gonna go on to the next person. But I
Yeah,
appreciate you coming up, Alan.
no problem. Thanks, Parker. Have a good one.
Appreciate you.
What up, gang? Bro, you look
What's
cozy.
good?
You look
I
cozy as fuck.
I am really cozy. I am really cozy.
Oh,
It
fuck.
looks cool as fuck behind you. You look like you're like in a city, bro.
Yo, you check this
Chris,
shit
be
out.
quiet. Chris, be quiet. Chris, be quiet. Be quiet, Chris. Be quiet. Be quiet, Chris. How you doing,
Okay.
Parker?
Yeah,
Excuse
did you
me.
vote Trump?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on, bro. Can
Okay.
we focus on something more important for just like 2
yeah,
seconds?
yeah, Chris. I want to see this because
Come on.
I might be going out there pretty soon. Chris, I'm gonna come see you, bro.
Yeah, you're gonna act. I mean, it's the view every day. It's could be worse.
That's kind of sick, bro.
Could be
That's kinda
worse,
sick.
bro. I've already been doxxed like 1,000 times, look, because I put my camera out my window, but whatever. I don't care anymore, bro. What am I supposed to do about it?
Yeah, dude, that's like really nice. I'm not gonna lie.
It's very lucky.
Yeah, that's a very nice view. But why did y'all why did you not vote for Trump? He was a clear.
Bro, haven't you talked to this guy before, right, Parker?
No, hey, Chris, be quiet. Chris, be quiet.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
he sounds so guilty. He's like,
Yeah.
Chris, be quiet.
Yeah, that's why I was like, all right, bro. Yes,
he could have gaslit me. People do it, dude.
Chad, I moved to Chicago, just for I don't know how long, but I've never moved outside of Georgia, so I needed to change for a bit.
Chris, I think that was I would think that was the perfect decision. What's up? How old are you?
Nice.
And that's not because I'm gonna be there, so definitely
Dude,
not.
pull up,
because I'm
pull up.
biased there.
Dude, pull up, gang. Dude, what is wrong with my fucking lighting? It's like
What's up? How old are you?
I am
28. Did you vote Trump? Bro just went underwater.
No, dude's in a submarine. Dude's in a literal fucking submarine.
Maybe he is a pirate. Did he just?
Dude's in a fucking submarine. Dude's in a submarine.
Did his boat just like sink?
you gonna buy what are you guys thinking about buying Greenland?
It's not for sale. One, two. That's not the only thing he said. He also said
Alright,
he can't.
acquiring
He also
Greenland.
said that he can't assure the world that he isn't going to use the military to take Panama and Greenland. So can you explain to me how that's pro peace? Can you explain to me how that's anti-war?
Hey. I'm not here to play the usual game you guys play.
Wait, no, I want.
What the fuck does that mean, bro?
Can you answer the question?
Yeah, I've seen this a couple times. You guys, this goes, one of two ways.
It goes one of two ways.
It goes one of two ways. Either the Trump supporter looks stupid or the Trump supporter looks stupid. That's the only two ways.
There's only enough room in this town for one of us, bro.
What the hell are we doing, bro?
I wouldn't say that, but I guess if that's your perspective, then I can respect that.
You did
But
vote
majority
Trump, right?
of America disagrees with you guys and makes fun of you guys.
It's not a majority of America.
Majority of America voted for
And I'm
Donald
going to be
Trump.
totally honest with you. You say a majority of America makes fun of us, right? You understand a majority of people in this live are making fun of you?
You guys make
Call me, I
money
appreciate the
off
description.
people
Thank you so much.
making fun of you.
No, we make money off of making our society a better place.
And
Something that you can't even conceive of. You can't even conceive of the fact that someone would be doing this in order to create a better set of scenarios, or better set of conditions for the world overall.
what you do is not productive, ever.
It's not productive? There's 5.5 thousand people in the live. How can you tell me it's not
How
productive?
many Republicans' minds have you changed?
Thousands of people's
Yeah,
minds.
multiple people. I get one of the reasons I like do this is because when I get DMs just from it doesn't matter live or not, like videos, people being like, "Oh, I decided to start a club at my college for Democrats because of your videos. I decided to get re-involved in politics. I kind of lost my passion, and you created my passion." I had somebody tell me at a rally, at a Joe Biden rally, that the reason they were there, the reason they started and became so passionate, worked in Georgia politics, where right now half our counties don't have OBGYNs. We have one of the worst maternal mortality rates in the world. He looked at me and said, "The reason I started was you. Okay, and I am deeply, deeply grateful and appreciative of that. But that's real impactful change. Believe it or not, like we don't really give a fuck. We're so incredibly grateful for everybody and anybody who's willing to donate monetarily. But we actually do this because we're very, very passionate about this. Parker was literally debating people on Omegle, fucking just one-on-one when he was in like 7th grade, right? I was fucking arguing with Trump supporters. I was screaming at parents getting kicked out of my friends' houses at like 16 and a half because I was calling them racist because they voted for Trump. So no,
Yeah.
it's not
So
about
it's like
money.
not
it's about
productive though, like screaming and calling people
Okay,
racist
so
isn't,
notice how
like,
you just ignored.
reach
Notice how you
people.
ignored like
That's what I said.
Notice
though.
how you
Wait,
ignored the
Peter,
was
Peter,
reaching and
I like how you ignored the total
Just
point that
changing
he was
Republicans'
making.
mind.
The
That's
total
what-
you ignored the whole point that he was
What is
making,
it?
that he's had a passion for this and that he does this
Is this
because
statement
of his
about-
Listen, I'm trying to explain to you. I'll let you speak. I promise. Peter.
realign him on topic.
Peter,
All right,
Peter,
go ahead,
I'm trying to
Parker.
explain.
Guys,
All he was describing, right, is that he specifically had a passion for this, and I have a passion for this, and we do this because we have a passion for this because we genuinely think it makes the world a better place.
I never
You could
said
sit
you don't
there
have a passion. Never once.
Well,
Never even implied that. I said, how many Republicans' minds have you changed?
thousands. I can't even count.
I heard people that have the same ideologies, you know, getting fascinated and inspired to go into politics. I think that's a great thing. But how many Republicans' minds have you guys changed in a healthy way? Because this guy over here is saying
he said like
racist
A lot
and
more.
doesn't reason with
listen,
them. That's not how you
Peter-
reach
Oh
Peter,
my
Peter,
gosh.
Peter. I've changed a lot more minds than I could have ever fucking imagined.
yes,
So that is the reason why I am so
I did say you
fucking
didn't
motivated.
change minds. I'm
to-
talking
listen,
about
listen,
Republicans that come
Listen,
up.
I
here.
am explaining. Wait, does that matter? Right? I've
Yeah,
changed.
because
I've,
when
I've
I
changed
don't know where
hundreds of
you-
people's minds who have come up here. Right? But like most of the people's minds that I change are not people that come on the live.
You don't
I
think
think-
you're malicious at all. You don't think you.
No,
talk
why would
down
I
to
think I'm
people,
malicious?
belittle them, make fun
No.
of them.
Wait,
team
of
up
course,
on
if they're a
them.
bigot,
You've never
I
done
don't
any
have
of
an
that.
issue. No,
Just for the live and the
I've
5,000
absolute-
people. You've
Bro, can
never
you let
done-
Parker
just wanna-
speak? Jesus
just wanna
Christ,
get-
Peter. He will let you speak. Just let him finish. Let him finish
Yeah.
the point.
So I absolutely have made fun of people on the live who are bigots.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no issue
So,
with making fun of bigots. What's
more
your
than
issue?
making fun. More than making fun.
Should I like coddle the bigots more?
I'm not saying coddle. I mean, some people's minds you can change. Some people just want to argue. I feel like you guys don't really want to learn. You just want to be right.
Okay, well then what makes you think that?
Because you guys argue and bully people and talk down to them as if you have the right answer.
Have I talked down to you? Have I bullied you? Have I
You
bullied
started
you?
it, and I said I'm not going to play that game. And
What did I start?
respect
What did
how
I
you
say?
are
What
now.
did I say?
respect this. This is
What
cool.
did I
This
say?
is cool. But before you guys,
What did I say?
maybe you guys just were like that for the past 5 Republicans. You know, you carried that same
What
energy.
did I say,
like how
Peter?
it is
What did
now.
I say?
It's more. Well, you guys were very aggressive. Very
Okay,
aggressive.
what did I say?
Well, all right. I don't have I obviously
Peter,
don't have a recording of all the words.
I
in
don't
my
think
head,
I've been.
but
I don't think I've been
have a
aggressive.
great
today.
sense of how this conversation's been going.
Wait, Peter, I do want to point out again, like you have to understand. I understand in like with your worldview, you think we're like malicious or we do this for like bad intentions, but like you can like in terms of like anyone being aggressive. Like I don't think Parker or I were ever aggressive, but when Parker started talking back to you,
screaming.
yeah,
at
okay,
mothers.
okay,
That's
okay.
aggressive. You
Okay.
admitted it yourself.
Can I finish speaking? First of all, you're strawmanning my argument. All I said is that when I was literally 16 and a half, I was screaming at people's
Since
parents.
you were 16.
Yeah. No, I
Since.
said, bro.
So you've been doing it a while.
I said when I was 16.
words.
I'm obviously a lot more mature than I was when I was 16 years old. On the second point, again, you are coming up here and like for someone like Parker, right, you're coming up here and like directly questioning our character for what like there's only two things that really there's really only one thing that really bothers me in life. People can fucking make fun of me on TikTok, the comments, how you look, whatever, I don't care. But when people question my authenticity, it like really deeply frustrates me because like I don't, and I think Park would feel the same way. That like we didn't spend this much time like trying to learn about politics, trying to be involved, trying to do things when no one was watching. For some fucker like you to come up and claim that like we're doing it for these bad reasons or we're malicious or for money. Like, can I finish? No. And I'm trying. I'm actually making a point. I'm trying. Can I finish, bro? Can I finish speaking?
You
Can
just
I-
talked for a while.
can-
I've never
can I-
gotten that
Can
long
I
of a
finish
conversation.
speaking? Can I finish speaking?
You've never let me finish.
You,
points.
dude. I've said 3 fucking sentences.
You have not let me finish.
Just let me wrap up
once.
my point. Holy shit. All I'm saying is that like when you question people, when you come up and question someone's authenticity immediately, you're probably gonna have the reaction where people are frustrated. But stop being like nobody's bullying you, nobody's screaming. We're having a conversation right now. Okay?
That's not a
Relax.
conversation. You don't refer to people like that. That's not appropriate.
Okay, so
What-
I
what way?
I,
What way?
I just explained to you. I just
Calling
explained.
someone the F word.
Yeah,
that you just
so-
said, and
so,
you're having
hey,
a candid
Wait,
debate.
so
You're
wait,
I
wait,
will-
wait, 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 wait.
You're
Be clear. Be
taking all
clear.
the time in the world to
you
to
mean
talk
him
and
saying?
doing red herrings.
Wait,
and
wait.
not
I'm sorry,
sticking on
Peter.
the-
Shut the fuck up. Do you mean him saying fuck? Do you mean him saying fuck?
You fucker.
Who
Yeah.
fucking cares? Who cares?
So that's
you
not
care?
how
You
you change
care?
people's
So
minds. You
Peter,
guys
Peter,
do
Peter,
this. You-
Peter,
you
Peter,
come
Peter.
up
Wait,
and
wait,
then
wait,
you
wait,
talk
wait,
to
wait.
people,
I'm gonna
and
give
then
you.
you
So
think you're on a
if
high
you-
horse.
Hold
and you have a
on.
chip on your
No,
shoulder.
the reason I said that, like I explained, the reason I said that to you was because you came up and you questioned my authenticity, which frustrated me, which makes me deeply angry because I feel like I do this for authentic reasons. So what you're watching is like we're all human beings, right? We don't have an emotion. Some random person to just come up in my live and say I support Trump, and I go, "You're a stupid fucker." I said, I called you that because you're questioning my authenticity. So don't act like this
Okay.
conversation has been frustrating. Just you're some random guy and oh, look at how they're talking to me. Don't come up and question the type of people we are and then be confused when we fight back.
I've never questioned your authenticity.
Roxy, thank you. Oh,
You
Can I
God.
talk?
literally
Can I
said
talk? I
Parker
just let
was
him talk
malicious.
for a
You
minute.
literally said
No,
Parker
I'll let you
was
talk.
malicious.
I just want to say thank you, Peter.
Whatever.
Roxy, thank you for the $1. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Heather, thank you for the $2. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, geez.
I wasn't questioning
Chris,
your.
I don't care,
dude,
man.
shut up. I'm trying to thank people, and I was going to let you speak. I promise, Peter. I will let you speak. Said thank you so much for the $2. Thank you so much for you have single-handedly educated and inspired me to help to be able to help my MAGA family learn the
Massive
other side.
W's.
Oh, thank you
Massive
so much. I
W's
really
in the chat
appreciate
for
that. They said at this
Massive
point I've
W's.
swayed 2 of my family members.
Dude, huge W's. Huge fucking W's.
That is a huge W. Samantha, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you so much for tell Chris he's so patient. Megan, thank you so much for the $1. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And they said they voted for Trump in the last 2 elections, and we've changed their mind. Us boys have changed their mind and give them a passion for changing others. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Megan. That's like literally what we do this for. Tessa, thank you so much for the $8. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You are productive and making a difference. We love you. Oh, thank you so much, Tessa. I appreciate it. Tim, thank you so much for the $2. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I think that he's insane. I posted a tweet about that. And Mandy, thank you for the $2. Thank you so much.
How long is this?
Well, it will be longer if you don't shut up. Kristen,
just-
thank you so much. I
interrupt
appreciate
people
it.
and Just read these too, and don't give them a chance to talk.
I'm gonna let you speak, dude. I'm gonna let you speak, man. Are you okay?
Yeah. I mean, I go ahead, finish, man.
Okay. Kristen, thank you so much for the $10 for more stress balls. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Kristen. Thank you so much. And Amanda, thank you so much for the $3. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And Declan, thank you for the $1. Yeah, W same hoodie. It's my girlfriend's. Go ahead. You can speak, Peter.
All right. I wasn't questioning.
Sorry, I was just doing that for fun. Go ahead, Peter.
I wasn't questioning authenticity. I was questioning the way you're carrying out what you're doing. And I don't think I think it's great what your authenticity is, and I think there's a possibly better way of doing it. And I think actually not even possibly, I absolutely know, because I know what you're doing is not
Then do it.
productive.
How about you do it yourself?
Well,
You have the
full-time
space to do
job,
it, don't you?
So, and I do a lot of other things. I don't have
Okay.
the
Oh, okay.
inspiration or everybody's got.
Okay, so there
Oh.
isn't a better way to do it. It seems because you can't, right? Is that
this isn't my passion.
okay?
Look at me, I
Then,
have.
well, then how are you going to be able to
Nice,
identify what's the
nice.
best way?
Downloaded
Nice.
TikTok.
No, why don't
Wait,
you?
yeah.
why
So
don't-
we
why
should
don't-
trust Peter's intuition, right? That he just randomly got after not even caring about
No,
this,
no,
not having
it's
a
not
passion
even
for this,
trust
over
me.
people that have been doing this for years. I've been
Can
doing
I
this
talk?
for years,
Can you let me
for the
finish?
past few
I
years,
let you
every
guys
single
talk.
day.
I let
Dude,
you talk.
Dude, I'm just like, I'm sorry.
Okay, double
like,
standards. Double
that's
standards.
like me going to your job, and being like,
Mute them. You
dude,
talk over them. You
honestly,
don't
dude, I think there's a better way that you could be doing
are
this at
right.
your own job.
Yeah.
This is a better way you could be doing it.
Yeah.
I know you've been doing
You
this
are-
for the
That's
past
like-
few
that's
years,
That's
full
very.
time.
Yeah, that's very like
Right,
emotional.
but there's a better way you could do this,
This
and I've
one- alright,
only
you know
looked at
what?
it once.
That's
I've
very-
only taken a look at it once.
That's very.
You want to be right. You don't want to listen. You just
No,
want to
dude,
be right.
that's like
what you
I think
do.
Parker's.
You
I
talk
think
over
I
them.
think Parker's.
You
po-
just
oh
talk,
my
talk,
God.
talk. You never.
Dude, you're
Just
let's let him speak.
Peter,
is the
Peter,
most
Peter.
foreign thing to your guys' brains.
Peter, go
And if
for
you
it. Go
look
ahead,
at
speak,
what
speak. Go ahead.
comments have thousands of more likes on these TikTok videos than your followers on your stuff are literally rage bait. If you're making a career off of rage bait,
We're
and
not
you're like
rage baiting.
proud of it.
Wait, can you define rage baiting?
But yeah, prescription. Thank you so much.
How are we rage baiting? Like,
he's just
Judging
saying
the
we're rage baiting
truth
because he's
and
mad.
being extremists.
no, we're not. But that's
Extremists
We're
this
not
is
extremists.
no. So
What the
this is
fuck?
wait. Hold on.
We're
hold on.
extremists?
So this is something I get a lot when like
Yes,
when
you
like
guys
my
would be the
wait,
definition of an left
Peter.
extremist.
Oh my god.
I don't think
So,
it goes
but like
past further
when
than
I put a TikTok banner that says Trump is one of the worst presidents of all time, like come up and chat about it. A lot of people call that rage bait, but like because I feel like all I do all day is politics. I am deeply passionate about the idea that Donald Trump is one of the worst presidents ever. I can give a lot of reasons. I'm not doing rage baiting would I feel like be defined as someone I'm purposely trying to make people mad to like engage. I'm giving what I see as a lukewarm take on these subjects. How is that rage baiting?
because your way of carrying out the means is screaming at them.
Okay.
And not productive.
I think you're
and
emotionally immature
bullying.
for claiming that like you're like, oh, you should be doing
You
it this
admit it. These are your words. These are absolutely your words, and you're eating them right now, and you're just denying it.
What are you talking about?
You're eating your own words right now.
What are you
said
talking about?
Have been screaming at
Oh my god, dude! I
Republicans and
literally
calling them
oh
racist
my
since
God.
you were 16.
Dude,
and
I
etc.
said I did that when I was 16. You're being
Since
so
you were 16,
you're
you're trying
being
to change
Peter,
the words
dude,
to change
Peter,
the
you're being
narrative,
incredible.
but
You're being
everybody saw
Can you
it.
shut the
Everybody
fuck
saw
up
it.
for like
So you
2
can't-
seconds? Can
it's
you
gonna
shut
be
up?
recorded,
Can
it's
you
gonna be
please be
clipped,
quiet? Can you
and
please
it's
be
gonna
quiet?
be another
Chris,
one
Okay,
of you
Chris,
guys.
even if
Chris, I think he's rage baiting.
eight,
So
yeah,
he came up on live saying
I'm
that, like we're rage baiting.
now. Oh my.
so
Yeah, Peter, like actually, seriously, stop yelling and screaming in the mic.
Amazing. Oh my
Can you
God,
stop?
you're
Can you let us
crazy.
speak, please?
Yes,
Peter, can
go
you let
ahead
us
now.
speak?
The floor is yours.
Yeah, so really quick, again, like I would so even if I didn't say that, but even if I did say that, what I was trying to say was when I was 16, I was engaging in those actions. I was trying to show the fact that I was authentic and it wasn't because
Since you were 16, you've
I
been.
didn't all right.
This
Listen,
is-
Shut
So
the
you're-
fuck up,
you're
Peter.
being-
Shut the fuck
You're
up.
being obviously
You're so.
you're being obviously purposely incredibly disingenuous right now. Like you're
You guys have no manners, and you're.
all right, bro.
You're the one interrupting. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's so annoying, dude. Like you're obviously being you're being very disingenuous right now.
The fact that I
you-
have to spam mute your mic right now is actually so childish. This is
Dude,
the most
it's
childish
so
shit ever, dude.
It's so annoying. Like, can you just like
are
obviously
you-
you're
Peter,
you're
you
being-
keep doing this, I'm gonna kick you. I'm gonna kick you if you keep doing
Someone-
this. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop. I'm gonna kick you. You have 5 seconds. 5,
I don't
4.
care if
Wait, keep speaking.
I don't care if I'm kidding.
Good boy. Good boy. You're such a good boy. You're a good boy,
What is
Peter.
this?
You're such a good boy. Oh my
What-
god. What a good
Yeah.
boy. Oh, he's such a good boy.
Bro, you're a freak.
You're such
You're
a
a
good
freak.
boy.
You're a
Oh,
nightmare.
he's such a good boy.
This is what.
Oh,
boy.
Peter.
Fine.
Oh.
You're just.
he's such a
you're
good
great. You're gonna hate
boy.
in 10 years when this is on the internet.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be hilarious, dude. You just got good boyed. You just got good boyed. So how about you sit down, shut the fuck up, take the little dog toy I gave you, okay?
So
Right?
you give me a dog.
And shut the fuck up while Chris is
What is
speaking.
a dog?
Take the dog toy.
What it is?
I threw it. Go fetch.
Donate
Fetch.
coins?
Fetch.
Oh my god, yo,
Fetch.
Peter,
Yo,
Peter,
yo. If
Peter,
you don't let me talk,
I
or you
think-
just
Fetch.
yeah. So I can't. I'm just okay. Let's try. I'm gonna try one more time to actually
Look,
have a
I've been
conversation.
trying to make this
So
productive.
let me. Okay, then let's let
No,
me.
he's
Okay,
not.
yeah, you're not, Peter. Let me start, and I'm actually gonna be genuine, and let's try to have a conversation. Well,
No, but Chris,
when I said
please talk for another-
can I start? Can I start? I'm gonna start. Just
Another
try to
20
engage.
minutes. I'm
Just please, dude, please, just stop talking for 1 second. Let's try to engage, okay? I apologize if I said I was screaming at people that they were racist since I was 16. I was trying to say that when I was 16, I was getting very upset at other people's parents for voting for Trump. I was a young 16-year-old. Obviously, I was like a lot less mature. I was just trying to point that out as like an authenticity. Like I didn't just start doing this for money. I've always been very passionate about these subjects. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I respect your passion, and I think
Okay.
it's great you care about politics, and I think what you guys do is, if that's your goals and dreams, I think you guys are probably getting pretty far with it, it looks like, but I would say screaming at people, calling them racist and stuff like that is not going to help change their minds. And
Do you see how he just makes the same point over and over again?
Yeah.
Like he didn't listen to a
Well,
single
because
word that
your
came out of
excuse
Chris's mouth.
doesn't justify it. You're trying.
Okay, but I'm
Dude.
saying I'm not. It's
not
dude. It's not. It's.
justified.
I'm just.
I'm
I would.
s- I
hold on,
appreciate what
Peter.
you're saying.
Peter, hold
I
on.
can
I'm just
respect
saying
this, but
when
the
I
way
was.
you're
No,
doing
Peter.
it is-
Peter. I'm not.
It
I'm not
needs to
screaming.
change. Like
Peter,
it's
Peter,
you,
I'm-
you can do a way better way.
Okay, so I was just saying when I was 16, I was engaging in those actions. Now
You said
I'm,
since you were 16.
okay, so now I'm trying to be genuine so hard. If that's what you heard, or if that's what I said, I've deeply apologize. We miscommunicated.
Chat, put it down low.
right.
Put it down low.
All right. So do you understand?
Type a 3 in the comment section if you think Peter's a dumbass.
Look. W Peters.
Type 3 in the comment section if you agree with my statement.
I'm done with this conversation.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
No,
Look
I
at the
tried,
comments.
I
Peter.
tried, I tried
in the chat.
I tried desperately to like
I know
actually
he's
engage.
actually
I tried
insufferable.
I
Bro is
tried
insufferable.
desperately.
Look at
I
the
tried.
chats. Hey Peter, I want you to sit there and look at the chat. These are individual human beings. These are individual human beings that think this about you, Peter. Individual human beings. Take some reflection. Please reflect upon your behavior, bro. Reflect.
I'm live. Look.
Dude, I'm giving you a pup cup. I'm giving you a pup cup right now. Chill. Okay, let's kick him out.
Dude, that's that's insanely just so annoying.
It's actually unbelievable. He is the most one of the most insufferable guests I've ever had.
So fucking annoying, dude. I really
Kim,
I
thank you
gave
for
it everything I had to be genuine.
You did. Kim, thank you for the $3. Thank you so much, Bridget. Thank you for the $25. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. For I survived the fires barely. So happy you're okay too. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that you're okay. W's for Bridget in the chat. Thank you so much, Bridget. I really appreciate it. Aaron, thank you so much. I appreciate the $15. It's ERIN. Thank you so much, Aaron. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And Ishani, thank you so much for the $14. Thank you so much.
Parker,
I really appreciate it.
Parker,
Kelly, thank you for the $1. Aaron, thank you for the $3.
I gotta run down to the lobby right now to grab my food. I'll be right back. Right?
For sure. All right, everyone, let's get this next person up here. Only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. We are just looking for some debates, everyone. Yo, thank you for the little crown. I appreciate it. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Hello?
Hello? Oh, sorry.
You didn't mean to
I
join?
didn't realize I was on. Hi, Parker.
You're good. Don't worry. Appreciate you. Only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. All right, let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. We are just looking for some debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Bruh. Only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. We are just looking for some debates, everyone. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Chat, Matt's not in the box. Let's get this next person up. Only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. Yo, what's up? How old are you? All right, let's get this next person up here. Only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. We are just looking for some debates, everyone. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I love you, man. I love you so much.
Appreciate you. Only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. We are just looking for some debates, everyone. Let's get this next person up here. Please, everyone, only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. We are simply just looking for some debates, everyone. If you want to support me, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, link tree in the bio, everyone. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Oh. But plus, by the way, everyone, in 10 days, TikTok will be gone. I'm not trolling. So we'll see what happens. I actually have no clue what's going to fucking happen, to be totally honest. Go subscribe to me on YouTube, by the way, if you haven't already. Yo, what's up? How old are you? All right, let's get this next person up here. Type MAGA in the comment section if you want to be brought up. I don't know why the guest box is so bad right now. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Yeah, 56, man.
Did you vote Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah, why so?
Why did you vote for her?
Do you want to answer my question, or are we not doing that today?
No. I only got 2-3 things to say. How old are you?
22.
Okay. It's pretty idiotic to take information from you or believe anything you say because you can't even rent a car, dude. It's ridiculous. Grow up. Okay? And the things you do to these people, you wouldn't do that in the streets. That's a fact. Understand? So just stop it. Okay?
So I have done this in real life. I would do it in real life, and
no, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would. Are you gonna try to hurt me? Like what?
No, I'm making
snowflake?
I'm making an example.
Well, yeah. What do you make an example of how
'Cause
stupid you look?
even I,
You said
no,
specifically that the
even
only
I,
reason you wouldn't. It makes you look really dumb when you come on my live, and the only reason you dispute what I have to say is by saying that I can't rent a car. Appreciate the Galaxy, thank you so much. Well, I just want to let you know I can rent a U-Haul, and a U-Haul is a car. So how about you get your head out of your ass, right, and open your mind
it
to new
doesn't matter.
concepts?
It doesn't matter, man.
Wait, that's
No.
true. Wait, is that a car? Is a U-Haul a car? Can you answer the question?
What does
Is
that
a
got to
U-
do
is
with
a-
politics?
Is a U-Haul a car?
What does that got to do with politics, man?
Is a U-Haul a car?
No, U-Haul is a
No,
rental
a
van.
U-Haul
It's a
is not
moving.
a car. What is a
No,
car? Rocky,
no,
can you
it's a
define to me
moving
what a
van.
car
It's a
is?
truck. I'm just talking about a
Are
basic
trucks
car.
cars?
It's a moving van.
That's what a car is. That's what a car is.
No.
What is a car? Can you define car?
Well, they
Can you
must have changed the
define a
rules.
car?
Well, they changed the rules then, because
No, you just
I've
changed
been
the
renting
rules of
cars
fucking
since
how everything's
the mid
defined.
'90s. I've been renting
What do you
cars
mean?
since the mid '90s.
And a
that's
U-Haul
always
is a
been the
car.
rule.
It is a vehicle.
Oh my God,
Dude, by
just
definition.
you need to lighten up and just
I need to lighten up. You just came on
Yeah.
my live. What are you talking about?
No,
You just
boy.
said that you shouldn't take into account what I'm saying because I'm not 25 years old. That's literally the only reason you use to dispute what I'm saying. So there are people who are younger than you that know a hell of a lot more than you. And I would trust their opinions on certain things way more than I would trust your opinion on those things. Right? What are you talking about? Would you take a 24-year-old pre-med student on like taking care of someone in terms of literally something, or like someone who's already gone through shit's 24 years old and is like a professional within their field? Right? Would you take them developing something over someone who's like 40 years old who has no work experience within that field? No, you'd obviously take the person who has
No.
experience. What the hell are you talking about?
Have you paid taxes for 40 years?
Yeah, 40 years. No, have you paid taxes
Well,
for 40
then,
years?
Yes, I have, bitch.
Cool. You know who
God
has?
damn,
you know
man.
as well, Joe Biden. You don't look at Joe Biden as some fucking elite
He
person
don't pay jack
because
shit.
he's fucking paid 40 years
He
of
don't-
taxes.
Yeah, what has he accomplished? Nothing.
Cricket, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. Can you tell me one
Where-
policy?
where
I
at
can
today?
tell you multiple policies he passed. H-Man, thank you for the subscription. Thank you so much. The infrastructure bill, the Chips and Science Act, the PACT Act, the Inflation Reduction
Blah
Act.
blah blah.
Tell me one
blah, blah,
policy
blah,
you disagree
blah,
with.
Blah blah blah. Some
Tell
blah,
me
blah,
one
blah, man.
policy that Biden influencing you passed that you disagree with.
No, I'm just telling you.
So you can't even accomplish giving me one thing that Biden passed that you disagree with. You can't even accomplish that. So shut the fuck up and
Talk
talk
about
Joe
everything,
Biden's
everything.
accomplishments.
high
Sorry, thank you
prices
for
on
subscription.
everything. High prices on
How did
everything.
how did
you
the Biden
voted
Harris?
for?
So what did the
You-
Biden
you
Harris
know,
administration
it's-
do that
it's-
caused
it's-
inflation?
We can go on forever and ever.
Explain
you
to me
know?
what did the Biden Harris
That's the
administration?
reason you lost because
wha-
because everything is just
Because you don't know what a correlation causation fallacy is. Name to me specifically what the Biden Harris administration did that caused inflation. Tell me, because I have an economics degree. Please inform me. How did they cause inflation?
as soon as the money started going into Ukraine, that's when everything
it's
started to
prescription.
go up.
So that has no effect on the level of inflation that happened globally everywhere around the world.
No,
In
because the
Africa,
timeline.
Asia, South America, Central America, Europe, everywhere around the world experienced inflation. They experienced inflation at higher degrees than we experienced here in the United States. We actually saw inflation drop a lot here in the United States because of the Federal Reserve's monetary policy. So you don't even understand anything about the economy. You just associate because it happened under the Biden-Harris administration, it was caused by them. And you say because one thing you brought up you don't like, that's the reason? Most of the money we gave to Ukraine, 70% of the money, 70 out of $107 billion, it was literally weapons and equipment. The other money was literally specifically for the development of weapons that was
It
literally
costs
giving money
send it
to
over there,
Americans
moron.
weapons
It takes money to send it
manufacturers.
over there, you moron.
What are you talking about? You don't know anything about any of the policies you're referencing.
It takes money to send equipment over there, you moron.
Obviously.
What do you think
What are
they
you
get the
talking
gas for
about?
free?
Wait,
You think they get the gas for free?
You think that costs a lot of money comparative to the
God,
overall
it's our
spending
freaking
policy?
money, dude.
What do you think costs more, right? F-22 jets,
know,
right, or transporting
You're
those
just
jets?
get to the gym, boy, because you're going to
What do
need
you
it one
think
of these
costs
days.
more, a tank or transporting the tank? Obviously, it would cost more to buy the fucking tank.
Get to the gym, boy, because you're going to need
that
it
your
one of
best
these
response?
days. Mark my words,
Turn your
boy.
camera on. Turn your camera on. Oh, he's got harassment and bullying already. Jeez, dude. Got to go on to the next person. Literally have the most insufferable people today, Chris. The most
Sorry,
insufferable
my mic
people.
was muted.
At least
Yeah.
you got to miss that.
Yeah, no, I like that idea. I like that I missed that.
Yeah, he came on my live. He came on the live. He's like, I dispute what you're saying. No one should listen to what you're saying because you can't even rent a car. I'm like, dude, I can rent a
What?
U-Haul. Is a U-Haul a car? And he's like,
You could
no,
also
a
rent-
U-Haul is not a car.
Nice.
I'm like,
you could
what?
you could rent a car. You just have to pay like a young driver's fee, no? Or is California a lot different?
Yeah, it's a penalty. I think it's dependent on the state.
I'm 30.
What state do you live in?
Which state?
Mhm.
I live in the UK. I was just
Interesting.
It's super fascinating. Yo, chat, to everyone who's been watching me cook on live and like go to the gym and stuff, don't worry. Got some decently healthy stuff
Yo,
from
what's up, how old are
Chick-fil-A.
you?
So it
Yo.
counts.
How old are you?
The macros work.
Fuck Donald Trump.
Nice.
That's all I have.
All right, let's go on to the next person. Only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. Joy, thank you for the $2. Thank you so much. Landon, thank you for the $1. Thank you so much. They said I work at Hertz, and as long as you can, you can rent a car as long as you have a credit card under 25. Oh, lol. Sarah, thank you for the $1. Thank you so much. Jada, thank you for the $1. Cricket, thank you so much for the $5. And Trenton, thank you so much for the $1.
Yeah, you have to pay like a young driver's fee. That's it.
Oh, that's not bad.
So that other guest was incompetent.
Yo, what's up? How old are you? And God.
I just wanted to say that you're doing a great job. I love it.
Appreciate you. Only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. We are just looking for some debates, everyone. Let's get this next person up here. Keep tapping that screen. Let's run that shit up to 1 million likes, everyone. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Yo, hello. I
Did you-
can't rent a U-Haul, but I am 18. I
Did
am
you vote
18.
Trump?
I'm gonna throw you for a loop. I'm from Canada. What do you know about Canadian?
Let's get this next person up here. It's the same picture. It's probably the same person. It's like without a Santa hat though. All right, everyone, keep tapping the screen. Keep sharing the live. Yo, Chris, I have a question. Gma, thank you for the fireworks. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You live in Illinois now, so like, would you be okay in joining Canada? You know, California, Washington, Oregon, Illinois, Minnesota.
if we like seceded,
yeah, we seceded from the Union and just joined Canada.
I'm cool with that. Yeah.
We get single payer healthcare,
Fuck it.
and then we'll trade Alberta to the United States. Fair.
I'm down.
Mary, did you vote Trump?
Before you hang up on me, Parker.
I'm sorry. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
God.
I am quick with getting people off. Don't worry. I'm sorry. Let's get this next person up here. Melissa, thank you so much. I appreciate the confetti. Thank you. If you want to support me or Chris, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, link tree in the bio, everyone. All right, let's get this next person up here. Yo, Gma, thank you so much. I appreciate the galaxy. Thank you. Thank you, Gma. Yo, I appreciate the confetti. Thank you. Okay, it's sometimes it takes a second to get people up here. If you're MAGA, type in the comment section right now, and we'll bring you up. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
So I'm 18.
Did you vote Trump?
I did, yeah.
What's up?
Sorry?
What state do you live in?
I live in Pennsylvania.
Okay, what time is it?
It's 6:39.
Danny, thank you for the $1. Thank you so much. Appreciate the good afternoon. Thank you so much, Jack. Did you vote? So why'd you vote Trump?
So the reason I voted Trump was because I'm not really familiar with like his policy and all that. I mean, this is my first time voting. Like, not super like into politics and that. But like, I come from like a religious family, and I'm like pro-life. So I think that was probably the main reason.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Where in the human body does conception occur?
Bro, what?
Yeah, just a quick question.
Uterus? I don't know.
Okay. So it's the fallopian tubes. Just letting you know. Uterus is where pregnancy begins. So
Okay.
like, I mean, if you don't know much about like abortion or women's anatomy, why do you want to restrict women's access to abortion by literally putting them in prison?
I don't know. I don't really agree with putting them in prison.
So you don't want to put murderers in prison?
I think it's like a different type of murder. I don't think it's equivalent to like killing someone.
What? That's what murder is. Murder is killing someone unjustified.
Yeah, but like, I just don't think it's the same.
So yeah, of course it's not the same. Yeah, because a zygote, a single cell organism, is not fucking valuable. I don't give a shit about a zygote the same way I don't give a shit about sperm.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, but like, I know you talk about like that, but like, what it will grow into a baby. You know what I mean? So like,
yeah, okay. So it's not yet. Is a zygote?
Right.
I have a question. If I had a zygote, a petri dish, right, and I slap that zygote, should I go to prison? It's murder, right? Under your view, you think that's murder when you slap on a zygote? It's a single cell organism. I slapped it. I killed it. You think I should go to prison, right?
No.
No, why not? That's murder, right?
How would you get a zygote in a petri dish?
You can. That's how in vitro fertilization works.
No. Well, all right. No, you shouldn't go to prison for that. No.
Okay, because they're not a person, right? So cellular human
they
life is
will
not
become a person.
Well, under your view, aren't they already a person because it's a living human organism?
No, I don't think they're a person. I mean, they're
What's a person?
a fetus. I mean,
it's not a fetus. It's a zygote.
So if somebody, like IVF, there's like thousands of frozen embryos around the country right now, or that are waiting to be implanted. There's 100,000 babies born via IVF last year. So, like a lot of those currently frozen will end up being thrown away. Most of them will be because people won't need them or use them. So again, by your view, like if Parker were to like walk into an IVF facility and like, I don't know, destroy some of those, is he like ruining potential life?
I'm probably not. No, I just.
But wait.
Know,
But if we leave them there, or we implant them into somebody, they will grow into a person. So I don't understand the difference in the water.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really think about that. I just kind of thought about like abortion as a whole.
Yeah, I think logically, if you're going to say that, we shouldn't.
It's okay to slap embryos. Well, then why is it wrong for a woman to get an abortion when it's an embryo? It's okay for me to slap them. Kill them.
I've never heard of slapping embryos. I don't know.
Yeah. Is it what? Do you think I should go to prison for slapping an embryo?
No, I don't think you should. No.
Okay, so then why should women go to prison for getting an abortion?
Well, I don't. I never said I think they should go to prison. I just don't agree with killing a baby that will turn into a human being.
Really quickly, here's the other.
That's what I would be doing when I slap the embryo.
Right.
So why is it okay for me to slap? I have less reason to slap the embryo than a woman has to get an abortion. You understand that, right?
Well, I don't keep going to slapping embryo, but I'm like going off that, just like abortion as a whole. I mean, people aren't slapping embryos every day, but they're getting abortions every day.
Yeah. So, really quickly, yeah. So, right now, the United States ranks last in the developed world in terms of our maternal mortality rate. So, our maternal mortality rate is 55th according to the CDC. That means women dying while pregnant, while giving birth, or within 42 days after birth. That's some of the worst in the developed world. And when we look at states that have complete and total Trump-led abortion bans or close to it, I've lived in Georgia pretty much my whole life. We have a 6-week abortion ban. Texas has a complete and total abortion ban. The rates of women dying from pregnancy, women who want to be pregnant, is significantly higher than pretty much anywhere else in the developed world. Anywhere else similar to in those states, because, for example, Georgia law, it's very vague and confusing. Doctors have to consult with attorneys to do their job correctly. They can't save women who are on the women come in having an issue with their pregnancy or having an issue that is easily solvable, and doctors can't do anything because they have to consult with attorneys first and make sure they're not going to get prosecuted for providing an abortion. All in all these abortion bans are like causing, essentially, in what's supposed to be the greatest country on earth, women to not have access to basic health care. So regardless of what you think about like what's a fetus and what's not, I think that's a great reason to not support abortion bans. What do you think about that?
Well, I think you say people want children. Like, if you're getting an abortion, why can't just have the kid and put it up for adoption?
Right, but what I just said is like, here's my question: if the maternal mortality rate is the worst in the developed world, we're getting 55th. 99% of the people that's counting are people who wanted to get pregnant. Women who wanted to get pregnant probably had a lack of access to healthcare. Something went wrong and they died. Did you know that? Did you know that the United States had the worst maternal mortality rate in the developed world?
I did not know that, no.
Okay, so again, it's interesting how like women in America have practically no access to healthcare compared to everywhere else. And that doesn't seem to matter. A woman's life that is currently living and breathing doesn't matter, but these pretend fetuses that we care so much about, we care so much about pro-life. But like, again, the maternal mortality rate going up is directly being caused a lot by these complete and total abortion bans. I do find it hypocritical that like you had no idea that like women practically have no access to healthcare in America, but we can't claim to care about life.
Yeah. I'm also reading the comments. It's like people are saying like I'm a boy, so I shouldn't have a say in this. Do you think that's reasonable. I don't think that's reasonable.
Why are you reading the comments instead of addressing any of the points that Chris brought up? It just tells us that you don't give a shit about actually addressing things,
No.
and you care more about addressing comments.
Okay, that's not what I meant, but yeah, sorry. I shouldn't be reading the comments, I guess. I don't know.
Do you wanna like address anything Chris said? I'm waiting.
So, like,
How
I don't
about this? How
it's
about this? Like men who think that you should restrict women's access to abortion, right? Who are pro-life, they shouldn't have the opinion to be pro-life. They should have the opinion to be pro-choice, right?
what do you mean?
You should have a pro-choice opinion. Men should have opinions that are pro-choice, not that are pro-life. No one's saying you
No.
can't have an opinion. They're just saying you shouldn't have the opinion that harms women. Now
I mean,
this is where his brain just stops working.
I
Because
just
he doesn't
never
realize that there's like literally like nuance to things, and that like when women in the comment section are saying you shouldn't have this opinion as a man, they're saying that you shouldn't have the pro-life opinion as a man. They're clearly not saying that you shouldn't have the pro-choice opinion.
No, I definitely
You just
think
have
I
to
can
put a
have
little bit of
pro-life
critical
opinion.
analysis into it. Like women just think you know these things already, right? And that's why they don't like clarify that on top, because they don't realize that you don't get it. And I'm just telling you, bro, like, dude, this is the obvious thing that you should have taken into account when they said
Well,
that.
I mean, I'm glad I'm like learning. I don't know. I mean, you gotta learn somewhere, I guess. Dude, I'm like 18. It was the first time voting. Like, I haven't been into politics. Like I come
So
from a religious family. Like, I don't know.
Then I think the thing you should take away the most from this conversation, regardless of where you believe life starts or what's valuable, is again, like Georgia specifically. Half our counties don't have OBGYNs. I don't know if you know what an OBGYN is, but that's like basic healthcare provider for a lot of women. I've talked to women in Georgia who are
I
driving
do know
over.
my dad's an OB/GYN.
Okay, so women in Georgia are driving well over 2 hours at certain points to see a basic primary care provider, because OBGYNs and doctors don't want to work in states like Georgia that have, again, very vague and confusing laws. You can risk felonies for doing your job. You go to a place like Texas, the maternal mortality rate has increased 55% from 2019 to 2022 compared to 11% nationally. And when you go talk to women in Texas, they're saying like, I don't even seek out care because either I don't have it or I'm too scared to. And then women who aren't getting basic health care end up getting pregnant because they want to. They want to have a baby, they want to have a child, but they end up dying because of lack of health care, because they haven't accessed health care previously. And so like, if you could take anything away from this, it's possible, if under your worldview, to be pro-life or to believe that, I don't know, valuable life starts at conception. But like, I think it's really important, if we're going to claim to care about pro-life, to be like really focused on the fact that like women are dying in America and having really bad health outcomes and having really tragic things happen to them because of these abortion bans.
I just think that like, and obviously, yeah, I see why that's important. I just, whenever I see like debates online with abortion, it just goes into like really like
Specific.
niche
Yeah,
things.
niche. No, I mean, look, like I think Parker and I do like, I love Parker, respect him to death. Like this is actually fascinating because Parker and I do like slightly different things, where like Parker's like probably like very well informed in like things like philosophy, etc. Like Parker remembers debating me in Washington D.C. Wow, I cooked him bad. No, but like from
He's
it
such
could
a liar, chat. He's literally
I'm
lying. He got
it could be
cooked.
hard. It can be hard to conceptualize from like a pragmatic standpoint, like how these things actually, like what matters in real life, which is not real life, but like in practice. And so part of the reason I bring up that like the maternal mortality rate is so high in America, and like these red states, women aren't getting access to abortion, like it's real effects we're seeing, people losing their lives because of abortion bans. So even if you say I'm pro-life, you could say, oh my God, I didn't know that like so many women are having tragic outcomes. Maybe the government shouldn't play a role in this.
Yeah, I mean, I can.
Okay, John, I have a question.
Yeah.
If are you like really like pro gun?
I think. I mean, it's hard because a lot of things have been happening. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a right.
Okay,
I think
if you knew for sure that getting rid of AR-15s saved lives net overall, would you support banning them?
I don't think that would ever be like a case like getting rid of
I'm
all
just
guns.
asking you, like in that circumstance, would you support banning them?
I mean, I see where you're gonna go with this, but I don't think it really relates.
Just a real question. Would you support banning them?
Banning, I think I wouldn't want to ban it. I think you would have to go through like a background check and make it more hard to get a gun. Sure. I don't think banning it would
More
be
harder. So
harder to get a gun. Sorry.
okay, so then what you're not understanding is that you're then not pro-life, because it is the case that you don't care about saving the sentient lives by restricting rights. You just want to restrict women's rights and control them and stop them from getting abortions.
I don't think that's true.
What,
No.
okay, so then what is your argument in this scenario? Because you said you want to restrict women's rights to autonomy. Appreciate the hat mustache. Thank you so much. Because of a human life that you would be saved. But then when it comes to AR-15s, you don't want to restrict the right to get access to an AR-15, even though it is the case that it would save human lives.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
you're only okay with restricting rights of women, and not when it comes to your little toy guns.
My little toy guns. All right.
Yeah,
well,
like an AR-15 is just like a toy, bro. Right? It's a toy that does very bad things, right? And you care more about the rights to own that toy, right? Own that tool, right? Than you care that of women to get access and
no,
control over their own
I
bodies.
really don't. I haven't put thought into like the gun situation. I don't think saying I care about more guns about more like guns than women's rights. I don't think that's.
Can I give
that's
you a
true.
different example? What about a vaccine? Right? Are you pro-life when
I'm
it comes to
pro-life, yeah.
vaccines, where you know that if you mandate that vaccine, that it would save human lives? You know for sure that it would save lives if everyone who medically can was mandated to get vaccinated. Do you support restricting people's bodily autonomy to choose whether or not they should be able to get access to a vaccine, right? Or
Well-
whether or not they want to take it? Do you want to get rid of that to save human lives?
That's a tough
No,
question. I
so
mean,
you're only okay with restricting women's access to abortion,
But if
right?
it
Or
saves
restricting
lives-
women's access to bodily autonomy, but not when it's cis men. You're okay with everyone else, but not when it's cis men. Appreciate
if it saves
the
lives, I
motorcycle.
don't
Thank
know.
you.
I mean, like
So, vaccines, mandating vaccines would save lives.
you keep going into these different examples of like vaccines and guns. We can never have a conversation about like just like abortion.
We are, like, you understand, we're having a conversation about it right now. You're saying that you care more about saving lives than you care about bodily autonomy when it comes to abortion. But you're not saying you care more about saving lives than bodily autonomy when it comes to vaccine mandates. You're not
Yeah.
saying that. So
I
why are
can-
you
I can
only
see it.
saying it in the context of this scenario, but you're not saying it in the other scenarios with people who are literally not getting vaccinated, and it's leading to more people dying? Again, people who medically can get vaccinated.
Yeah, I guess I just haven't thought about the vaccinations. I guess.
So then now that you have thought about it, because it takes about 13 seconds of analysis max if you're a Trump supporter, right, then you should be able to do it. Everyone else, they already knew this.
Yeah, sure. I guess I don't know.
So obviously you know that's hypocritical. Obviously you know that you're pro bodily autonomy. You just never when it's women's rights. But you don't think of it that way. You don't want to be perpetuating that on women. So then why do you still hold the same view?
Because I just don't. I don't think I could get around just killing
John, you want me
innocent
to
life.
it's killing innocent life? Here, I have a
Yeah.
question. I have a question. You said that it was okay for me to slap a zygote, right? Like in a
slap
petri
a-
dish, I slap a zygote. Is that okay?
You keep going to this ego thing. Sure, it's okay if you. Well, no, I mean, why would you slap a
No?
zygote? Like, what's the point of slapping a zygote?
I thought it was fun.
Okay.
I did it for content on my TikTok stream.
That'd be kind of weird. I don't know.
Why would that be weird?
Because you're slapping a zygote, dude. I
Yep.
don't know.
Yep.
hmm
If I right now had a zygote and I slapped it, would you be calling for me to go to prison?
No.
No? Why not? It's a human life, dude.
That's like, all right, going off the zygote thing, because I know you love slapping zygotes. When a zygote is in, all right, so I'm trying to find words to this. Getting off the slapping zygotes, do you think it's okay to kill innocent life when fetus is in utero? Like that, like that's That's
Up until
fine.
sentience. Up until sentience, yeah.
And sentience is what, when they have first
20
person whatever,
First person subjective experience around 24 weeks.
and then after that, no.
Yeah, for elective reasons.
What do you mean?
Yeah, so if it's the context of like someone got assaulted, they should still be able to get access to an abortion because they didn't cause it. They have no causal obligation. You can also reference like a scenario where like someone who has medical complications or medical necessity, out of either of those circumstances for the health of like the woman, they should be able to get access to it, or the health of the pregnant person.
Well, for the like, you're talking about like assault and stuff for the first one.
What's that?
Like you're talking about like if someone like
Yeah, I
got
was
it.
just giving examples and exceptions in which I think that someone should be able to get access to an abortion after that point.
So like I don't know if this is like wrong to say, but do you think they should still go through the birth because it's life, and then like if they don't want it, they can give it up for adoption?
For what, for like elective? After
Yeah.
that point, after the point of sentience, people have already likely gotten the abortion, or they're not getting an abortion after that point. Most
But you
people
said
are not.
they have value after sentience.
Yeah, people are not choosing to wait till like 24 weeks and then get the abortion. That's not likely to happen. Sorry, hold up.
Dude, are you good? Uh-oh. Are you get? Is that for the fires?
Let me make sure it's for the area that I'm in. It does say in my area. Give me a second though.
Is that an evacuation?
Yeah, hold up. It
Oh,
is.
son of
yeah,
a
it
bitch.
is. Let me ask around.
Hold on.
Bro, I don't want to have to leave, dude. That's so rough, dude. That's
Okay,
so
let's
rough.
see. Let's see.
Let me check.
Evacuations right now
Well,
are.
you can't. Don't stay on live because I don't.
I was
wanna,
just
like,
gonna.
give
Okay,
up-
okay, yeah, fair.
Yeah, because I can't give up my location.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's just the fucking Cal Fire things is not loading for me.
Here, I can. This is like the. Here, I'm gonna text this to you. This is like the latest. Like 20 minutes ago, I think. I don't know if that information is helpful at all. Hold on. Let me try to load more because I. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Wait, no, hold up. I might be fine.
Oh, here we go. 50 seconds ago, I got it.
Oh, it's okay. Wait, it's not near me.
It isn't. Well, that's from NBC 30 minutes ago, but I do see.
That's not near me.
Okay, I do see LA County just updated
It
something.
says in my area. That's why like the emergency alert literally says in my area.
Okay, wait.
I'm checking where. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm talking to multiple people because a lot of people got the notification. We're fine. Sorry, here. Let me say thank you to everyone. Eliza, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $50. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Some W's for Eliza in the comment section right now. They said in 2016 I had a miscarriage, needed an emergency DNC, and would have bled to death in Texas before I could get care. And that specifically is like an exact example as to why we need laws that specifically allow for people to get access to literally basic health care to save their lives in these certain states where right now they have restricted access to that.
The DNC is a really great example because again, like you look at, there's a woman who recounted a story having her second child in Texas, just got married, or no, her first child just got married, and happened to be driving to New York in that time frame, and she ended up needing essentially like emergency care for her pregnancy, and she probably essentially after her pregnancy, she was prescribed essentially she was prescribed the two most common abortion pills to help stop the bleeding and make sure that everything had come out of her uterus. But in Texas, she couldn't get one of them, and so she only took one of the pills, which essentially like helped push out the bleeding. But her body was still trying to attach itself to what was remaining of the pregnancy tissue, I believe, and so she ended up getting septic and having to stop, and all of her stuff to move was in the U-Haul as she was going into emergency surgery because she was septic in New York. The whole reason that happened was because Texas couldn't prescribe the pill that if she was in a place like New York, it could have. But imagine if she was septic in Texas. It would have been different. Or, you know, there's like so many examples. Obviously, Amber Thurman died because she couldn't get a DNC in Georgia at Piedmont Hospital. She waited 18 hours for surgery as doctors were debating if they could do a 15-minute DNC. And they were debating because they had to go, you know, talk to consult with lawyers about whether they could save this woman's life, and she ended up dying. So again, these are like really great examples, and I'm very sorry.
I don't get this. So she gave birth and then she took.
Yeah, so like,
birth
so this is like a really good example of doctors not wanting to like, you know, work in these type of conditions. Yeah, so like after birth, like a lot of women are bleeding quite a bit, for example. So like in Louisiana, the two most I can never say them right. Doesn't matter. The two most common abortion drugs, one will like stop the bleeding and the other will essentially like stop your pregnancy hormones. And they use those pills they can use those pills right after pregnancy because people are bleeding a lot and it helps stop the bleeding. So in Louisiana, they actually reclassified these two sets of pills as Schedule 5 drugs. And so instead of being at the bedside for hospitals, they're locked across the hospital, you know, in a safe, legally they have to be. And so doctors in Louisiana have been doing time drills where they have to run from one side of the hospital to the other and time it to see how fast they can get there to save someone's life. Like, why would you want to work under those conditions? And yes, people do take abortion drugs for like one of the abortion drugs to stop the bleeding can be used in times of like deep, like a lot of hemorrhaging because, like I said, it can help stop bleeding.
So like your argument there is like
I think I don't have to leave. I don't think it's for my area. I just got a general warning because I turned it on just because. That's the way to stay safe.
What'd you say, John?
Mary, thank you so much for the $50 on Venmo. Thank you so much. Some W's for Mary in the comment section right now. And Shelby, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. W's for Mary, though, for the $50. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. They said, thank you so much for this. I started seizing when I got pregnant and had to have an abortion to move forward with brain surgery and chemo right away. Yeah, that's
right.
Yeah,
right. Yo, first of all, wow. First of all, I'm very deeply
sorry to hear
for that.
That's like,
can I get W's in the chat? I'm really proud of you.
Seriously.
Another great example, John, of somebody who has a seizure and needs an abortion to start chemo, etc. In that scenario, doctors would have to wait a much longer time in somewhere like Georgia because they'd have to consult with attorneys because if they're perceived to be, you know, providing an abortion, they face a felony up to 10 years in prison and can lose their license. And the hospital is under a tremendous risk.
Literally for basic health care.
So instead of helping a woman, that actually happened, which again, W in the chat, I love you so much. Instead of being able to act immediately, you could be waiting hours and the hospital might say, we can't take that risk because we don't want a Republican government to come after us. And women start dying on the operating table. Women start dying waiting for help. Women start dying bleeding out in their cars. A lot of times in these states, the law says doctors cannot help you. If you're going to miscarry, but you're still pregnant, the law says you cannot help that person essentially. It's very broad. So it says like, you can't help that person unless their life is at risk, like deeply at risk. And so what ends up happening because it's broad and because hospitals and doctors cannot take the risk of becoming fucking felons and losing their jobs, they'll tell women, you are not, yes, you are going to miscarry. Yes, you need help. You are not sick enough. Come back when you're septic. Come back when your organs are failing. And we have stories of women going back home and having to come back to the hospital when they're fucking septic, when they're about to die, emergency surgery because they can't get help before that point. In America, in the greatest country on earth. That should infuriate you to your core. Like, if we're going to claim to be pro-life, you cannot tell me, we cannot watch women not have basic access to healthcare.
You cannot listen to that story and be like, yeah, that's so pro-life to like continue to restrict them to get access to an abortion.
Every other country in the developed world has better access to healthcare for women than the United States. It's absurd. And it's a lot to blame because of these abortion laws.
And because of Republicans who constantly advocate against universal health care policy, right? They won't even talk about taking care of the kids once they're out of the womb, only for women when they're in the womb. Literally, once you're out of the womb, it's fuck all.
Yeah, I mean that's a good point.
Pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
And like again, like this is like, I do want to be clear again, like this is affecting so many women who want to get pregnant. Like there's an unbelievable amount of stories like this that aren't told enough. Deborah was 22 weeks pregnant in Florida, having her second child, extremely happy to be pregnant with her husband, then found out that her child had a fatal defect. 2 doctors agreed and said, you need an abortion. This child will not survive pregnancy. Except the claim was denied by the hospital because no, can't take that risk. So she ended up carrying that child to term in extreme pain, fell into severe depression, couldn't take care of her other child who was like 5 or 6 years old, almost lost her husband because, like, obviously this is like a very traumatic thing. She ended up carrying that child to term. The child sat on the table. Wow. The child sat on the table struggling to breathe and died after 2 hours. So not only did that child that literally survived 2 hours go through significantly more hardship, struggling to breathe in physical pain because she couldn't get an abortion, but her fucking whole life was upended. And then not even mentioning the psychology around having to carry a child you know will not survive. I can't even fucking begin to imagine how psychologically damaging that is, considering obviously she fell into severe depression. It's like, there's just so many stories like this that it's just like, I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. It just bugs me really bad that, like, it seems like every single person who comes up and wants to debate abortion has no, like, it's like, oh, I've never heard about the maternal mortality rate. What the fuck? You don't care about life?
Seriously.
Sorry.